Now we're just on intro to spins. There are 3 ways I like to teach people how to spin. The first way is gonna be from a slight lunge position. All right, so basically got my feet scissored like this, okay? Slight bend in the knee, most of my weight forward, toe dropped back. From here, I want you to twist your body to the side. All right, so let me face the other way so you can see better. All right, I'm going to go like this, and I'm gonna twist my body to open up this way. From here, I'm gonna twist everything all at once, okay? I'm gonna twist everything all at once and square up right here. Now, what's gonna happen is, I want you to use that momentum in order to perform the spin. I want you to just send yourself into a rotation. You don't have to do it on your toes or your heels or any particular type of way. Just twist hard enough to rotate. And I want you to practice just getting used to rotating like this, okay? It can be as much of a spin or as little of a spin as you want it to be, all right? But just keep your wheels flat and practice rotating. That is the best starting point for spins, all right? So that's technique number 1 on how to enter a spin. Technique number 2 on how to enter a spin. I don't really know what it's called or even what I call it, but maybe just like dropping into a spin. So we're gonna use our eagle spread position, turning out in our hips and feet, all right, in order to drop into a spin, right? So I drop this foot back and then I turn. Same rules apply starting off. If this is your first couple attempts at doing a spin, then focus on entering it whatever way you prefer. So dropping that foot and then rotating. Just focus on rotation, not perfecting some sort of toe spin or heel spin or anything like that, but just getting used to dropping that foot and rotating and seeing if you could get more rotations out of it than just one, okay? And then the third way that I like to teach spins is from the scissor position right here. This one's a bit more complex, but it works for some people. I put my weight in my heel, I put my weight in my back toe, and then from this scissor, I'm gonna pull my legs back together, pull them back in. And then you can already start to feel how this turns into some form of a rotation, right? And so what you can do is if you perform that move smoothly and hard enough, then you can like throw yourself, I was about to say send yourself or like throw yourself into a rotation, right? So here, boom, and you just throw yourself into a rotation, all right? Now that's simply your introduction to spins. Those 3 methods are gonna be your smoothest options for getting into a spin, to start a spin. Now, the first method that I showed you from this lunge, this is also a good way to stop your spins. So once you have, a few rotations going and you're spinning, let's say you wanna stop, you drop that toe into the lunge, and then you stop, all right? I'll show you sideways. I'm spinning, stop, spin, stop, boom. Okay, so the first form or technique on how to enter your spins is a good starting point, as well as a great stopping point. For the other techniques, it's a little bit different, but that is the basics to how to enter a spin. All right, now when it comes to practicing spins, getting good at spins, mastering spins, I tell everybody, all the students here, all the members here, all the time, like the 2 things that I believe are like hardest to master in roller skating are spins and pivots, all right? Like especially single leg pivots. Those are like the 2 highest level things, but once you have them, it feels so good. It's so satisfying. And spins is definitely one of them. So from here, what I want you to do is simply rotate. Try to get 1 full rotation with your feet flat. And then once you get comfortable doing 1 or 2 rotations with that, I want you to decide what spin you want to practice first. Are you going to spin on your toes? Are you going to spin on your heels? Are you going to spin on one heel, one toe. All right, these are all your options. So one heel, one toe, where I just put my weight in it like that. All right, you've got toe spins, and then you've got heel spins. All right, I wouldn't say any one of them is more difficult than the other. They all have their own nuances to how you perform it, right? So you got to have, you're not necessarily all the way up on your toe and heel like this when you're doing the spin. You have to apply the correct amount of body weight in order for you to keep your wheels on the ground and to properly perform this spin. Same thing goes for your toes and your heels. You got to properly apply your body weight and then hold these positions kind of like a static exercise in order to perform a good spin. So if you don't have toe plugs, I would say do a toe spin. It has the most options. You can do some of the coolest stuff on your toes. And so that would look like this. Okay, now, at first I want you to try to get one rotation. Then the next goal is to try to get 2 rotations, and then try to consistently hit 3 rotations on your spins. All right, once you can do about 2 or 3 rotations, then the only thing I want you to focus on is getting attempts. All right, and what I mean by attempts are just go for it. Try to spin as long and for as long as you can. And this is why we wear protective gear, because you know you're gonna spin until you fall. So if you know you're gonna fall, protect yourself. I especially wear gear whenever I practice spins because I don't wanna stop spinning. I'm gonna try to save it and spin as long as I can and save that spin until I completely lose balance and smash out on the ground, right? Just like completely wipe out. When you have that certainty that you will not hurt yourself, it's very easy to commit to these moves. And when it comes to spinning, you need to commit your entire body to the motion in order to properly enter it and hold it. And so attempts, and I would say a decent session for the day, like if you go skating for an hour and you want to practice something, think about this. This is your practice method. 10 attempts. Like I said, after you can perform a couple rotations, in the beginning, it's 1 rotation. Just get 1 rotation. Just get 2 rotations. Just get 3 rotations. Past that, attempts, all right? 10 attempts in 1 session, that's fine. Like you'll probably exert yourself more than you're used to. Once you're comfortable with 10 attempts, go for 15, go for 20. You can extend this as much as you want. You're in control of your own training. I just wanted to share how I practice. I think the mindset and the approach of I'm gonna give it 10 attempts is a lot more fruitful than the mindset of I need to rotate 10 times, all right? Because that's difficult and you're not necessarily in control of it, right? So if you don't hit it, if you don't hit 10 rotations, what are you gonna do? Like you're gonna be mad that you didn't have an effective practice and you're gonna feel bad about it, or any of the other negative emotions that come with that. Attempts are within your control. Whether you rotate 10 times or not isn't in your control. However, try to get it anyway. You know, like that can be like the sub goal. And then the primary goal is like 10 attempts, all right? So that is all I have for you on the intro to spins. Like I said, this is the intermediate course. This is just like the middle level of moves that we narrowed down. We narrow everything down to about 8 skills per level. But there's plenty of other things that would be considered an intermediate skill. And I will continue on to teach those in further lessons. Hopefully this helps. Get your practice in, get your reps in. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to message me, comment, reach out, whatever. I do group coaching calls. We teach 10 classes a week here. We help people on a regular basis. This is literally what we do for a living. So don't hesitate to reach out. I can help. I can definitely help, and I'm definitely willing to. Looking forward to your progress. Hopefully this helps, and I'll see you at the next lesson. Peace.